So another piece of Bumblebee the Movie news came out. Obviously, the movie now is starting to complete its filming. We have a December release coming up, and it looks like now with the voiceover work has begun in the post, another actor's name has come up for voiceover work, and it's that of Martin Short. Now, Martin Short, as Wendell's going to tell us right now, known for
Saturday Night Live. One of the characters I think that came from Saturday Night Live was
from the original
Ed.
crew.
Yeah, no, I don't think he was in the original crew. I think he was a little bit after, if I'm not mistaken. CSTV,
SCTV. Yeah,
My
that
bad.
I know him for. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. I think he's done appearances in Saturday Night Live. I don't think he was part of the cast. My bad. He did Ed Grimley. So, for those of you that don't know who Ed Grimley is, he's like this like weird looking geeky kind of guy. Has his pants all the way up to like past his stomach, and he's got like the alfalfa kind of like head top thingy kind of thing going on.
That was like one of his staple characters that he was known
exactly.
for years.
He was also in Three Amigos, if you guys remember
Probably his
that
best
one.
known movie.
Yeah. He also had his own show called The Martin Short Show for, I think, maybe one season. He was in Mars Attacks. He was Press Secretary Jerry Ross.
Oh, right.
Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah. What else was he in?
Well, some of his voice work, because this is what we're going to be knowing him for, is going to be voiceover, obviously.
Like basically Treasure Planet. So he played the robot Ben. He was in Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, Ulbalar. He was in was it Prince of Egypt?
That was a good movie. I like that movie.
Where was he? He was also in Frankenweenie and man, what was the other thing I was thinking about?
Madagascar 3?
No. There was another show that he was doing for a bit. It was called what was it? He was playing like a guy that would interview celebrities.
Oh, right.
And he was like in a giant fat suit, and he was like,
yeah, I know. I saw one with Jerry Seinfeld. He interviewed him.
Like he was super into it. He's
yeah,
like, oh my god.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He interviews celebrities, and it's trying to be serious.
Jiminy Glick.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that's one of the latest things that he was doing. And he's also in BoJack Horseman. So that's the most recent one, and The Simpsons.
So with this news, it pretty much says that he, and if it's voiceover work, it means he's probably, if I'm going to be a betting man here, it's going to be a robot character in some shape or form. And up to this point now, we've only had confirmed, more or less, Bumblebee and Barricade for the movie. So this unless he's Bumblebee or Barricade, which I really hope he's neither, he's probably going to be yet another character that will be added to this movie. Again, we know so little about this Bumblebee movie outside of a couple of stills and a couple of blurbs here and there.
Which I'm surprised. Like,
I know, I'm
John
really
Cena's
surprised.
Talking about, well, okay, he's not giving away a lot, but he's giving like little tidbits. So we're just kind of
John Cena is giving a little tidbits, and sometimes I wonder even if John Cena is a little mistaken by what he's saying. Sometimes I wonder that he's, John Cena is a bit of a hype man, and he's a company guy, but at the same time, sometimes I feel like he's not giving correct information because he's not really 100% on everything. And you have to keep in mind, too, he's doing the acting from a different side of things.
Yeah, different perspective.
He's not there in the CG room when they're adding in the robots afterwards and stuff, so there's only so much that John Cena would be aware of from names of characters and stuff like that. So it's really interesting that we have this addition now because it really confirms for me that there's definitely going to be more than 2 robots in this movie now.
Well, one thing I would hope is that I would want to see Martin Short like play a gangsta type and like be a bad guy. I think that would be pretty crazy.
Of course. Well, that's you have to understand. That's something that is always welcome when an actor is able to, especially someone like him, where when you're a comedian actor, you're kind of boned in your career. Like not everyone could be Jim Carrey and go, I want to do whatever it's called there, that one movie that he did, something Sunshine.
Sunshine of the Spotless. What was it called?
Yeah,
of the Spotless Mind. But that was actually pretty good because he toned it. All he had to do was just tone it down.
But that's just it. So like, not everyone gets
cool.
not everyone gets that Jim Carrey opportunity where they could break away.
Him, Robin Williams when he did what was it, 1 Hour Photo, like
Oh,
a
God,
lot,
yeah.
a lot of comedic
Evangelion
actors.
in that movie, people.
Huh?
Evangelion was in that movie.
Well, like again, like a
Because
lot
Robin
of
Williams was a huge Mecha fan.
a lot of comedic actors can really do drama very well. Like you wouldn't even expect it out of them, but they do it. They do it, and they do it.
Oh,
very
they have
well.
the capacity of it. It's just the way Hollywood is usually. So that would be interesting to see.
But that'd be interesting, and also very odd to be like, here's dramatic turn in Bumblebee. You know what I mean?
Well, because you kind of look at, I mean, I'm looking at other actors that have done voiceover work, and a lot of times, like to just get like throw out too, Iago from Aladdin with Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah.
It's Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
And
That's
then you
what
look
you're
at
getting for.
Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah.
It's Eddie Murphy. It's
Slash,
not like
Slash the dragon from Mulan.
yeah. So like, what I'm trying to get at is the unfortunate thing is when I think of comedians that have done voiceover work, they're not really going out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
They're kind of just showing up to be themselves. So I really hope that Martin Short just doesn't show up to be Martin Short. Although Martin Short is more of a character actor to begin with.
Yeah.
Where
'Cause-
Eddie Murphy is, if you've seen, Beverly Hills Cop or his stand-up, it's the same guy. No
Yeah.
offense to Eddie Murphy,
Well,
but that's who
now,
he is.
Now in his later years, he's trying to play against type and really, really try to spread it again, with varying success, to be very honest.
But even in the same case with Gilbert Godfrey, whether
Yeah.
it be Problem Child
I think
or
I'm looking
Hollywood Squares, you know what you're getting.
I'm
You know what I
looking
mean?
through Martin Short's filmography, and I remember this movie, Inner Space. I don't know if you ever heard of that movie.
It sounds familiar.
Inner Space is he plays like this kind of meek, scaredy pants kind of guy, and it's almost like so Dennis Quaid is supposed to, like, they're doing some kind of experiment, and Dennis Quaid gets shrunk down into this like submarine kind of thing that looks like a bunny.
Oh,
and he gets
right,
injected
okay.
into the wrong person. The wrong person's Martin Short.
I
and
remember.
Dennis Quaid helps him to become a more like assertive guy.
I remember that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So he was in that, and that's that one. He's kind of playing against type, where like nowadays he's more bombastic and like crazy and out there, and but then this one he's playing like, and then he slowly becomes more assertive and like he gets more badass as he goes along in that movie.
Well, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what he's going to be in this. I mean, comment in the comments below which character you think maybe from previous Transformers mythos he might be. If I had to take a guess, comedy characters like here, we'll give you one example. We haven't had a movie Blurr yet up to this point. That character is not done in anything in toy form or otherwise. If a Blurr showed up, could be him. I mean, I personally, I would like John to reprise his role if they ever did bring back Blurr.
Yeah, same here.
For the movie verse. I mean, just like what they did with animated. But I mean, I could see a movie Blurr.
Wreck-Gar, maybe? That's usually the joke character played by
I guess we could
comedians
maybe a
kinda thing.
Wreck-Gar character. It seems like every comedian gets to be Wreck-Gar, whether it be Eric Idle or Weird Al.
Oh, well,
Might as well
wasn't
do it.
there technically a Wreck-Gar in the last movie?
Well, that was what's his name there. That was oh god, what was
But you
it?
know what I
Day
mean,
Trader. His name was
Really?
Day Trader, who was like a garbage collector character.
Yeah.
But he was just like a one and done. I'm surprised they didn't call him Wreck-Gar. They went with a new name complete. But I guess because they didn't want to then go, oh, well, maybe we got to make a toy now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens. Definitely, as time progresses, we're going to get some more clarity. I find it very funny. We're in April now. The movie's going to be in December, and yet we don't have a trailer or any concrete information
Not even a
yet.
teaser, nothing.
Yeah, it's quite fascinating. I'm hoping that as we get closer to the convention season in May, June, July, some stuff will start to be
Yeah, we'll
more
see
clear.
posters. We'll be seeing wall posters kind of thing. I would
Yeah,
assume.
definitely.